What is the prerequisite to learn this course? Course duration. What we are going to cover in this course. Certifications. And what is the job opportunities? Real-time scenario, where exactly ESB is going to use real-time scenario. Where Mule is used. And your question and answers. So this is what I'm going to cover as part of this demo. Okay. So first, what is the prerequisite to learn the Mule ESB? Okay. Here I'm going to tell you why Mule ESBs and I'm going to use here. But before that, so what is the prerequisite to learn this course? If you want to learn Mule ESB, what is the prerequisite to learn this course? The prerequisite is basic knowledge on. Basic knowledge on. So what is XML? Basic knowledge on what is XML. So what is JSON? What is JSON? What is web services? What is web services? Web services again, what is SOAP? What is REST? That's knowledge is enough. Not require any working experience and all. So basic knowledge in what is XML and what is JSON, what is web services. That's all. You can happily learn this course with this basic knowledge. You can also become an expert with this knowledge, basic knowledge. So for Mule point of view, the required knowledge and what is XML and what is JSON and what is web service, I'm going to give you as part of this training. So if you want to become an expert in this web services and all, I will give you a few sites and all, you can go to the sites. But Mule point of view, I will give you the basic knowledge on these topics. So this is the basic knowledge to learn this course, first of all. And coming to the course duration, so what we are going to cover in this course, and I'm going to tell you. Okay. This course actually takes 2 months. Takes 2 months to complete this course. So what we are going to daily, it's a daily Monday to Friday, daily 1 hour. So what we are going to cover as part of this 2 months. Okay. So first, almost first 1 week. For first 1 week and all, we are going to cover. So okay. So Monday to Friday, it's 1 hour daily. This first 1 week and all, I'm going to cover you the basic knowledge and basics, all the basics and all. First 1 week, I'm going to cover all the basics. So from Mule setup to, so Mule terminologies, so what is happening in the background, all the basics, all the basic knowledge and all is going to tell you in the first 1 week. And the remaining 6 weeks and all, it's fully project oriented training. So I'm highlighting this point for this course is, this is not individual topics and all. We will not learn any individual topics and all in this training. This is fully project oriented training. That means how the real-time architecture will be there. The same architecture we are going to learn here. Again, I'm highlighting this is the fully project-oriented training. You will not learn the individual topics and all. First 1 week only, we are going to learn the basics. And with that basics and all, second week onwards, we'll turn into the project-oriented. Our training is fully on the project-oriented training. So what are the training you are going, what are the project you are going to learn here? The same type of architecture, similar kind of architecture you will see in the projects. Okay. The 6 weeks and all will fully is the project-oriented training. And this helps you to, at the time of interview level, and after joining into the project also, the similar kind of architecture you will see in the project. Okay. And the last 1 week and all, you required some knowledge on the 1 week and all, some knowledge on the DevOps tools. Some knowledge on the DevOps tool, like what is Jenkins, what is GitHub, what is Maven. So you required, but this is a DevOps tools, but as part of a developer, so we need some knowledge on these tools as well. Okay. So this whole 2 weeks and all, we are going to 2 months and all, we are going to cover. First 1 week and all basics, 6 weeks and all fully project oriented. Along with this, we require some basic knowledge on DevOps tools also. This takes 1 week. And the next 1 more week is, it's almost week, one more week is, we'll help you on the resume preparation. And the interview questions. And the interview question discussion. This is what we are going to cover. It almost takes 9 weeks, almost takes. First 8 weeks and all, this is fully project. And last 1 week and all will help you on the resume preparation and interview questions. This is what we are going to cover in this course. Okay. So after learning this course and all, okay. See, if you learn anywhere, generally what they're going to tell you is like one concept, and they are explaining that concept related examples and all. But we will not learn like this. This is project-oriented training. Coming to the certifications, after whatever the course you are going to complete, with this course, you can happily go for the first level certifications, that is developer level certification. Developer level certifications. You can go to this level. This is required actually when you go for interviews and all. If you have this certification, it helps you. Okay. So after completion of this course, you can happily go for the developer level certification. First level certification, you can happily go to this after completing this course. Okay. So you have to go for this course as well. After this course, I will guide you on this certification level and all, no problem. You have to complete after this training and all, you have to complete this course as well, certification as well. Okay. Coming to the job opportunities on this course. Okay. So Mule is now hot in the market. Okay. So most of the projects, whenever they're going for the integration side, the first priority, they're going to the integration side. Any integration side, the first priority they're going to the Mulesoft. Any new projects and all for integration side, they're going to the first priority they're giving to the Mule ESB. And a lot of new projects coming into this ESB side and migration projects. A lot of migration projects also coming to the Mule ESB. So migration project means similar kind of tools we have there in the market, like TIBCO, IBM ESB, Oracle OSB. Like there are a lot of migrations project also. They're coming to the from TIBCO to Mule and IBM ESB to Mule ESB and Oracle side also. So a lot of migrations also happening to the Mule side. So a lot of requirement is there in Mule side. So currently Mule is hot in the market. So a lot of projects are there in the Mule side. A lot of requirement is there. Coming to the salaries and all, salaries also very good in the Mule side now. So 3 to 5 years experience on Mule side. They're getting around 9 to 16 lakhs. They're getting. And salaries wise on Mulesoft, if you're having a Mule experience on 3 to 5 years experience, but not all the cases. Based on this is still based on your performance only. So around 5 years on Mulesoft side, they got around 16 lakhs. Easily they can get around 16 lakhs, but this still is based on your performance. But average salaries and up to 9 to 16 lakhs on Mule side. And coming to if you're having 5 to 7 years experience, 5 to 8 years experience, 5 to 8 years experience, they're getting average salary. What I'm saying is average salary. They're getting around 14 to 24 lakhs. They're getting. These are the average salaries in Mule side. Okay. So salary is also very high in the Mulesoft side. So this is what, before learning this course, what is the prerequisite and course duration, what we are going to cover. After this course, you have to go for the certification. So we'll help you in the developer level certification. Coming to the job opportunities, a lot of projects are there coming to the Mule side, a lot of openings are there. And these are the salaries, average salaries in the Mule side. Okay. So before going to learn this ESBs and all, so Mule ESB, so you have to know where exactly the ESBs are going to be in the real-time project. Before when you start the training and all, before when you start this, you have to understand where exactly ESBs come into the project in the real-time. After learning this course, where I'm going to work in this project, what is my role and all, you should know. So I'm going to tell you that where exactly ESBs are going to use and what is your role in the project. After learning the Mule ESBs and all, what is your role? I'm going to tell you now. After that, your question and answer. If you have any questions. Oh, let me take another one. So before that learning, you should know where exactly, what are the course I'm learning, where exactly you can the projects. So let's take real-time order processing systems. Let's take Flipkart or Amazon or MakeMyTrip.com, Amazon.com or Flipkart. So let's take any of these applications. Like a lot of applications are there. Let's take any of the application. Okay. This course fees and all we'll talk later. Okay. Let's take an order processing system. Let's take a Flipkart and all. How this application works and where exactly ESB is going to use in this kind of architecture. See, I'm not telling this how Flipkart and all is going to work, but I'm just giving a reference. I'm just explaining how this order processing systems and all work. Okay. So let's take what generally in order processing system and all. Let's take if you place an order in Flipkart. Generally, what do you do in Flipkart? First, find out the functionalities. What generally you're going to do? You're creating an account first. So you're going to create an account. So where you are entering all your email ID, your mobile number, your name, mobile number, email ID, and delivery address and all. These are all the part of creating an account. You're going to create an account. And after that, search products. You're going to search the products. And very high level, you're talking about very high level payment, and after that submit order. submit order, right? This is what you're going to write. In general, order processing systems under, you're going to do this kind of activity, right? So you're creating an account first, search the product or search the product, whatever. First, you're going to search the product while placing an order. You're going to create an account. So whatever, but functionalities and all, you're creating an account, searching the products, and after that adding into the cart and the payment and submit order. This is what you're going to do. But how this application is work? Okay. If you want to place an order, we need one kind of interface, right? So either mobile app or your browser. If you want to place an order as a customer, we need an interface. We need an interface where you can place an order, either mobile app or UI, right? So let's take an UI. So this UI, generally let's take an UI. Let's take an UI, user interface. UI interface. So there are a lot of languages are there. They're going to develop this UI. Okay. So let's take this UI and let's take a lot of technologies are there. These days, more popular technologies are UI technologies are AngularJS, React.js. There are some old Spring MVC, struts. These are some of the UI technologies and all. So where you're going to develop on a user interface, it accepts your order and all, and submitting to the next level. So some of the UI technologies, let's assume that this UI is developed on the AngularJS. Let's assume that what I'm saying is this kind of UI. So where you can see all these orders are right, your products and all, right? You can see all these products and all this. Let's take this UI user interface. Let's take developed on some of the languages. Let's take AngularJS. Okay. So what happens when you create an account? What happens when you create an account? Generally, what it is when you create an account. When you create an account in UI, so in the UI handle, you're going to create an account, right? So your delivery address, your mobile number, email ID, all these givers are you're going to create. So what happens when you create and submit this as part of the create account, when you submit that page, what happens? Your UI details and all, your account details and all, they're going to save into the database. Okay. So here, databases come into the picture. Database means we have a lot of databases again in the market. So here I'm just giving some idea what are the technologies they're using in different areas. Okay, so let's take our database and we have a lot of databases are there in the market. So Oracle is one of the database, and MySQL, Snowflake, and Postgres. So I'm giving one idea, a lot of databases are there. So here there are a lot of databases coming. Okay. So that means one integration. So actually why ESB is an integration framework, integration framework. It integrates the systems. Okay. So here, this application as part of the create account process, your UI is integrating with the database, right? As part of you're going to, what are the details you're going to enter into the UI, those details and all save into the database. That means one integration from your UI to your database. Let's take your UI is developed on AngularJS and your database and all using Oracle. That means your AngularJS application to your Oracle. There is one integration happening as part of the create account process. Okay, then you're going to search these products, right? So what are the products and all you're going to search these products information, this price related to the product. Where do you get this information? Is all this product related information and all? Where did you get this information? The UI, when you click this Realme, this product information, what is the product related information? This UI, what happened? This UI again send a request to some of the PCM systems, product catalog management systems are there. They send this request to product catalog management systems. Okay. So this is PCM systems, product catalog management systems are there. So this send this request to your PCM. That means when create account, if you want to create an account, your UI is, if you want to create an account, your UI is integrating with the database. When you search these products and all, where did you get this product information and all? The UI is, it will not hold all this product information. Okay. When you click any product here, the product information again internally they send a request to PCM systems, and the PCM system will give the response back to UI. Then it is going to display here. That means one integration again from your UI to PCM system as part of the product information. Okay. And coming to your again payments after this. Let's take a payments. Payment apps basically uses payment apps. That means your UI is going to integrate these apps as part of the payment process, and after that submitting order. When you click a submitting order, so your UI, when you place an order in Flipkart or Amazon, any order processing system, we generally use these applications, but a lot of order processing systems are there where you can place an order. Once you place an order in UI, okay, so order immediately will not come to, right? It takes some time. It takes 1 day or 2 days. It takes 1 week or 2 weeks. It takes some time, right? So order, it will not come immediately to you. It takes 1 day or few hours, like 6 hours, 1 day, like this. It takes some time. So what happens? This order, when you submit this order, they send this request to, when you click a submit order, then order is this information going to send to this your BPMS systems. Generally they use, see, maybe this is, if you are new, this terminology is very high level for you. What is this BPMS? But slowly you will understand. Once we start the training and all, you will understand these terminologies. What is the BPMS systems? If you see Pega, APN, APN, or IPM, BPMS. A lot of BPMS systems are there. So what happens? When you submit this order is going to send to the BPMS systems. That means, so very high level we are talking about. So your UI as part of order processing system, how many systems this application is integrating? For creating an account, a database it is integrating, and searching the product, one more application is integrating, payments, one more application integrating, and submitting this order, one more application is integrating. So what is the BPMS generally they do? Once order is submitted to BPMS systems, the actual business logic is implemented in the BPMS side. That means once your order is received, So whether it is a create new order or cancel order. So there are a lot of rules they define in the BPMS systems. Okay. Meanwhile, customer can search the order status and all. So you will get the order status. So what BPMS is, once the order is submitted here, the BPMS system, the actual orchestration logic is implemented in the orchestration of actual business logic is implemented in the BPMS system. BPMS system again integrates the database. The order is going to save into the database. Initially, the order is received, order is in progress. Order starting in progress. Okay. And what happened to the BPMS system? They send a request to inventory, invoice. So because it has to be generated invoice, right? Invoice, inventory. First, they send request to inventory, invoice, and sometimes they send this request to third-party systems. So just observe how much integration is required. If you place an order internally background, how much integration is required? Your BPMS system it is going to update the status. First, what is inventory is happened, then it is update the status into the database. Invoice is generated, then update the status into the database. Like this, the order is delivered, the status is updated in the database. So like this, and inventory, they send this request to inventory, tracking and all. After that, it has to generate the tax, right? Invoice, we have to generate the bill. Tax calculations and all, GST calculations and all, this is connected to the one more system. Sometimes vendors, they send the request to the vendors. See how much integration is required. If you place an order in UI, so the order processing, it not happens in the single systems and all. There are multiple systems are there to process your order. But all these systems and all you have to integrate. While processing an order, you have to integrate all the systems and all. As part of the, while placing an order, UI is required to a lot of systems. Once the order is placed, your BPMS system has to integrate a lot of systems to process your order. So here, if you directly integrating these systems, what are the systems here? Your UI is directly integrating with the database. Your UI is directly integrating with PCMs, apps, and the UI is directly integrated with the BPMS. Your UI is directly integrated, BPM is directly integrated with the database. Like these integrations we call as point-to-point integrations. That means your UI, just a minute. So this integration we call as the point-to-point integration. That means our UI is directly integrating with these systems. We call these are the point-to-point integration. That means my UI is talking to the database. That is point-to-point integration. And these are all are point-to-point integrations. This is a point-to-point integration. And these are all our point-to-point integrations like this. So if this system is directly talking to the systems, we call as this is the point-to-point integrations. So the point-to-point integrations, there are a lot of drawbacks are there. So first of all, if you want to place an order, see, a lot of systems are involving to process your order. All the systems you have to integrate. If you're directly integrating with this system, we call as the point-to-point integration. This point-to-point integrations and a lot of drawbacks are there, the point-to-point integrations. So I will tell you drawbacks. This directly integrating, we call this is a point-to-point integration. There are a lot of drawbacks are there. The system will not work if you directly integrate the systems. So if you directly coming to the systems, we call as a point-to-point integrations. There are a lot of drawbacks are there in the point-to-point. There actually ESP is coming to the picture. Okay. There actually ESP going to come into the picture. So what are all the ESPs? So here ESP is coming to the picture. Okay, so ESP. ESP is coming to the picture. Now, if you want to integrate as part of the create account process, if you want to integrate the system, earlier you directly connected your UI to database. Now what you have to do? Now send a request to ESB. ESB will talk to this database as part of the create account process. Next, UI, you want to get this product information. UI send this request to ESP, and ESP side, ESP will talk to this ECM systems. Payment. And when you submit this order, they send this request to BPMS via ESP. Now BPMS want to talk to database. Earlier directly they talking to this one. So now they send a request to ESP, and ESP will send this request to database. And the BPMS, if you want to talk to the inventory application, they want to talk to the inventory application, they send this request to ESB, and ESB will talk to this system. If you want to talk to invoice, they send this request to invoice. They want to talk to vendors like this. Okay. So if you want to integrate the systems, so point-to-point integrations and other lot of drawbacks that we'll cover about separately drawbacks. So that's why ESB is coming to the picture. So if you want to talk to the systems, so via ESBs, you have to talk to the systems. So what are all the ESBs again here? First of all, the problem is, so they will ask you at the time of interview level also, why are you using ESBs? Okay. The problem is what? For your order processing system, what is the project you are working on? This project is required to integrate a lot of systems. If you're directly integrating the system, so you call as a point-to-point integration, a lot of drawbacks at the point-to-point. That's why ESB is coming to the picture. So via ESB and all, we are going to integrate the systems. Okay, then why? So what are all the ESBs are there? Then why again Mule ESB? So what are all the ESBs are there? So first of all, why are you using ESB? This is a problem. Point-to-point integration is the problem. So that's why ESBs. So why again Mule ESB? So there are a lot of ESBs are there, like how databases are there, like how databases, multiple databases are there, like Oracle, MySQL, like these are the technologies are there. Like these are the technologies are there. Like ESBs also there, a lot of ESBs are there. So what are all the ESBs are there in the market? What are the ESBs are there in the market? TIPCO. So Mule ESB, one thing, and TIPCO. TIPCO, one of the ESB. IBM ESB. Oracle. A lot of many ESBs are there in the market. So why again Mule they're using in the projects? Now, most of the projects now TIPCO to the lot of projects coming from TIPCO to Mule ESB. TIPCO is one of the almost 1 decade. This is the #1 framework in the integration side. Okay, TIPCO. So now the lot of projects TIPCO they're also migrating to Mule ESB. And IBM side, they're migrating to ESB, and Oracle side also a lot of projects coming to the Mulesoft. First of all, reason is one of the main reasons is the cost. License. License is when you talk about TIPCO, IBM, ESB, and Oracle. So license cost is very cheap when compared to these popular ESB products like TIPCO, IBM, ESB, Oracle, and license cost is when compared to these products, very less license cost. And some of the other features like this is available on both community and enterprise edition. Community, the enterprise edition. That means enterprise is the license and the community is the free. You can go for either community or enterprise editions. Generally, projects and all they're going for the enterprise edition only. Okay. Next, this supports a cloud support, and development is UI based development. So like all this development and all is a drag and drop development only. Just see, coding is less. Most of the things we are going to do drag and drop. Coding also there, but comparatively it's less. Okay, coding will be there any language if you go for. Coding will be somewhere there, but here also coding is there, but comparatively less. UI-based development, mostly you're going to drag and drop these components. There are more than 150, 200 plus connectors are supporting. What is mean by 200 plus connectors? If you want to connect a database, ready-made database connector is there. If you want to connect to Oracle, the ready-made connectors are there. MySQL, Snowflake, whatever. If you want to connect to SAP system, ready-made connector is there. If you want to connect to Salesforce, ready-made connectors, just 200 plus connectors are just drag and drop the connector and can use this. So like this, there are many features are there. Powerful API development. So we'll see what is API development and all in the project. Powerful API development. So now today, most of the companies they're talking about in the market, they're talking about the APIs. So APIs, they're talking about the APIs. So Mule is very powerful development, the API development in the Mule sector. Okay. So after learning this course, so now I think you got some idea. So what is the problem? Not only this order processing system takes make my trip. So where in your projects and a lot of integrations are there, then ESPs come into the picture. First of all, you have to understand these things. If you want to connect to 2, 3 systems, 4, 5 systems and all, not required any ESPs and all. You have to separately, you have to pay the purchase this license for this product if you go for this. 2, 3 systems, 4, 5 systems and all, they will not go to this ESBs. So if you want to integrate the multiple systems, then only ESBs come into the picture. Okay. If you directly come to point, the problems, so ESBs come to the picture. First of all, where ESBs come into the picture? If your project need a lot of integrations, then ESBs come into the picture. That's what first of all you have to understand. What are the course you are learning here? Why this ESBs? The project need a lot of integration, then ESBs come into because the point-to-point problem. That is one thing you have to understand. Then what are all the ESB products are there in the market? There are a lot of ESBs product. Then why Mule ESB? Mule is some separate license is the cost compared to and other features as well in Mule. Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do after learning this course, ESBs and all, after learning this Mule ESB, what I'm going to do? What is my role in this project? After learning this course, what is my role? What you're going to do in the ESB side, Mule's ESB side? So you are the Mulesoft developer. So you can join as a Mulesoft developer. What you're going to do as a Mulesoft developer? So you're going to develop an APIs. So this course and all, this course and all help you to how to develop this APIs and all. Okay. So you're going to develop this APIs. What is APIs? Yes, I want to talk to, first of all, create an account. What is I want to talk to? UI is send this request to ESB and ESB will talk to this one. So as part of this account creation process, later customer, they can also update this account, right? In the UI side and all, they maybe update this mobile number or email ID, a delivery address. They're going to update, right? Delivery address. So that means creating account later at some point of time, you may update this account. All this account related information and all, as a Mulesoft developer, you're going to develop an account API. That means if you want to create an account, so you're going to develop one account API. In that create account, one resource you're going to develop, update account, one resource is developed. Like this APIs you're going to develop. Like if you want to search this product APIs. Products APIs. Inventory API. Invoice API. So you are going to develop an APIs. So after learning this course and all, what you're going to do? So this needs a lot of integration. So as a Mulesoft developer, what you're going to do for the integrations and all, you're going to develop an APIs. This APIs, using this APIs and all, systems are integrating. Account API are going to develop this account API and will give this API to UA. So what UA is doing? UA is using your APIs and they send this request to your API and the API will talk to this database. Either creating account or updating account, whatever, that API will talk to account related information, account related operations and all, they're going to be solved. Such products, all this product related information and all, you're going to develop this product API. That means if UA want to talk to products related, then they will talk to our API and our API will talk to this PCM systems. Like this inventory related information, invoice like this, vendors like this, you're going to develop multiple APIs. Order API, invoice API, order API, they're going to send this request to BPMs. Like this, after learning this course and all, what you are going to do, you are going to develop an APIs. Using this APIs and all, this going to, the systems are integrating. So along with this, okay, 1 second, I'm going to tell you. Okay. So what very high level I'm talking about. So first 1 week you are going to learn the basics, and after this we are going to learn this. You are going to design your APIs, okay, and develop your APIs. Maybe this is very high level at this level, okay. End to end. So the end to end design, development, and deployment, and providing securities with the help of providing securities and with the DevOps tools. So end to end, you're going to learn in this course from how your requirement is getting from there to end. This is fully in the project oriented training. First 1 week, the basics is what you're going to learn. Here I'm going to stop now. If you have any questions, let me know.